Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Kirk Rifles coming to you again with a little bit more Lexus news. What do you know? We're going to talk about the ES 250 and is it coming to America? We'll see. Hit that like button, subscribe for more Lexus news, and let's get into it. So over at Lexus Enthusiast, they brought it up. They're quoting this website that I've never heard of before, Kaizen Factor. They're going to be another Toyota Lexus website as well that I'm going to have to keep my eyes on in the future because they caught eye of a patent filed by Toyota Lexus for the ES 250 here in the United States. And the ES 250 hasn't been in the United States since like 1991. So they had it, I think, for 2 years, from 89 to 90. And then I think they got rid of it in 91 and they replaced it with the 3-liter V6. But the original 250 was a 2.5-liter V6. And that vehicle was very similar to the Toyota Camry. Fast forward a few years, and a while back, it probably says it in one of these articles, but they brought the ES 250 back into China, 2012. I'll fact check myself during the video, that's fine. So in 2012, the ES 250 came to China and other Asian markets. And it's not a 6-cylinder, it's a 4-cylinder. So what is this possible ES 250 that we could be getting this year, next year? Maybe not at all, we don't know. Nothing's official yet. And it's likely to be the same motor, and Lexus Enthusiast talks about this, and so does the Kaizen article. It talks about how it's the same motor that's in the RAV4, ES 250 overseas, and the new Camry as well. It's a 2.5-liter inline 4. You might be thinking, well, that inline 4, I mean, no one wants that naturally aspirated inline 4 in a Lexus. Well, yes and no. It depends on the person. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that want it. It's not as big of a dog as you think it is. It's got 206 horsepower, I believe. I'm going to fact check myself while I'm on here with you. 206 horsepower, 186 pound-feet of torque. And I've actually driven the new RAV4 that had this motor. And I really didn't have any issues with the motor itself. I thought it was really smooth, pretty good power once you wound it out a little bit. Not the most torque, but that's kind of what you expect to have a naturally aspirated inline 4. However, in the RAV4, even though I thought the power delivery was fine for the most part for the price, it was really loud, really buzzy. And I heard it's not the same in the ES 250 in China, and it's not nearly as loud as the Camry that employs that motor. So why bring it to a Lexus? Well, I think it's a price vehicle. The UX right now is priced, it's kind of one of the lowest, if not the lowest priced Lexus here in America. And it's the lowest. I think a sticker on it's 38 and some change. I think the very, very base price is like 32 on it. I haven't seen an empty base model car. The price on it would be really, really attractive though. But people who are going for a Lexus don't want a base car with no blind spot monitor, right? Hey guys, I didn't even think of this while I was recording on the main camera, so I'm going to insert this into the video on my webcam. So this idea came into my head. So I have a video that came out pretty recently, and it's talking about how the ES is going to have all-wheel drive, possibly in a hybrid setup. It could be a Turbo 4. We don't know 100% sure the power plant that it's going to have, but it is coming. So if they add that additional all-wheel drive ES, then it complicates things. So you have the ES 350, let's just put it at the top, at least in power, right? And then you have the ES 300, a little bit low on power, way higher in a fuel economy, 300H I should say. And then who knows what this all-wheel drive version is going to be. If it is a hybrid, they might just get rid of the front-wheel drive hybrid altogether, and replace the 300 with an all-wheel drive model. I don't know what they would call it. Maybe they call it a 350H. I don't know. But I feel like them adding the all-wheel drive model in there, and that might increase the price of the ES. I think they're going to bookend it. If the ES 350 and 300H are fairly similar in price right now, Then if they have the all-wheel drive hybrid model, that's going to increase the price of the ES. And I think they're going to have this naturally aspirated 2.5 liter 4-cylinder to, like I said, have an entry-level ES. It doesn't mean it's going to be short on equipment. It's probably going to be almost you're probably not going to be able to get in the ultra luxury here in the States. You'll be lucky to get in a luxury. I bet the vast majority, if it does come here, it's going to be in a premium non-navigation model, because it is going to have Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. So that will be really interesting to see how they build the car. I think they're going to make it, like I said, a very, very price sensitive vehicle. The current ES, the base price, okay, I had to look it up because I've never seen a base car before, but the base price on the current ES is $39,750. I feel like with this 4-cylinder, they could bring it down to probably 36, maybe even 35. Maybe not 35, but probably 36,750. I think they could undercut the V6 by $3,000. I just think it would be awesome. We'll see. I mean, time will tell. But let's hop back over to the big camera where I finish things up. So car's out, a part of the market that Lexus doesn't really have right now. They don't have too many low-priced leasing vehicles, and I think that's what this ES 250 is all about, is that these potential customers come through the door, and we lose a lot of the time on low-priced leases. Lexus, they're really nice cars, and they lease a little bit higher, I would say, than a lot of their competitors. Even if the MSRPs are similar compared to like a BMW or Infiniti, those vehicles lease for a lot less on average. I haven't called up these dealerships and asked them, but that's what I run into with customers and who are cross-shopping us. So I think this ES 250 is a great idea, and I hope they do bring it to the market, because it would allow Lexus to have a really, really attractive entry-level, low monthly payment car. That 4-cylinder is enough. The is it a luxury motor? Not really. Not compared to its American competitors and things like that. You're gonna get the Lexus quality. You're gonna get the Lexus ride. You're gonna get the Lexus interior, the Lexus name, the look. When you see an ES 250, it's not gonna look any different than an ES 350. Of course, the F Sports look different, and unless you know the difference between this and a hybrid, they're going to look identical. So I think it's a great idea for Lexus to do this. I really hope they do. The sooner the better. The more ESs they can have on the market, because it is their best-selling sedan. They need to have a lot of different iterations of it to make it even more attractive to potential customers, in my opinion. But what do you guys think? Would you like to see an ES 250? I know you guys are probably think that it might be a little underpowered, but I think it's a great option for Lexus to get their foot in the door to potential customers, looking, I guess, more for the right payment instead of the ultimate performing version of the car. Don't forget to consider the Patreon. You have 1 day left. Actually, today's the last day. With the 1 day to enter yourself in the running for this F-inspired Bluetooth speaker. But I'll see you guys in the comments below and in the next video. Peace out.